Hey, this is Rick from Hiking Emergency Beacon, and today I want to compare the Spot X to the Somewear Global Hotspot. Both of these are two-way satellite messengers. You can see the Spot X is about twice as large, and you can see the size, the thickness. The thickness is about the same. The width is nearly the same. The height is quite a bit different. What's nice about the Spot X here is that it has a built-in keyboard, a unique US cell phone number, and you can create unique messages on this better than well, in fact, you can't. You cannot create unique messages on this unless you have it synced to your cell phone. So when this is not synced to your cell phone, you can type in unique messages way easier than most every other device. Like I said, it has a unique cell phone number, US cell phone number, and it's got a big screen here. You cannot see the maps. You cannot get maps with this device, but you can do the messages a little bit easier, and you can do some tracking. There's a compass and things on there, so it's large. I'd like to see them reduce the size of this a little bit, but it's a great device. This does not have pole-to-pole coverage or global coverage. It has gaps. About, my guess, 75% of the world, there's gaps over by the Himalayas, China, some places in China. So I think South Pacific and certain parts of the seas don't have the coverage, so check your coverage maps before you go out with this one. The Somewear Global Hotspot does have pole-to-pole and global coverage. The one negative thing about this Spot X with Bluetooth is no maps. I actually bought this thinking it was going to have maps. When you sync it to your phone, I thought, okay, it's going to have maps. So you do have maps online when you can share with your family and they can track where you're at, but you can't see maps with this, not even with it when it's synced to your cell phone. So that's kind of a real negative for me, but it still is a good device. The Somewear Global Hotspot you can use as a standalone device, but basically all you're going to use is the SOS. You pull this cap off on the top, and you can use the SOS function, and people, emergency services will come looking for you. When you sync this to your cell phone, you do have maps and you have the messaging. So it's really nice, because what I noticed first of all is the maps are pretty darn detailed. I noticed there's trails that show up on the maps with Somewear Global Hotspot that don't show up with the Garmin InReach system. Another great thing about this that I didn't realize and came to find out is that, like, if you have service, you're in the in Wi-Fi or cell service, this works. You have it on, and it's using the cell service. As soon as you get out of cell service, it seamlessly switches over to the satellite system. So that was really nice. I was really impressed that they incorporated that into their system. Well, there you have it, a fairly short comparison. This being the unique US cell phone number and a built-in keypad, very powerful, and a lot of people will like this device. And you can use it as a standalone device, but there's no maps. This Somewear Global Hotspot is, you basically have to have your phone synced to it. But if you're not on a long outdoor adventure, or you have the ability to charge both devices, this has maps. You can sync it to your cell phone, so you see your maps on the cell phone. You can message real easily. Honestly, if I'm choosing between these two, sorry Spot X, I'm going to go with Somewear Global Hotspot. Garmin is my favorite. I just got to throw that in there. But if I'm choosing between these two, I'm picking the Somewear Global Hotspot, because maps are really important to me. And not that I get lost in the mountains, but there's so many trails that show up sometimes that are not on any map, so you can still see where you're at, and you can still navigate and figure out, well, okay, it's not that trail, it's this other trail, and having that ability to see those maps is great. You can always carry a different device to see a map, or you can carry a physical map, but having it all on one device is really nice. Thanks for joining me on Hiking Emergency Beacon, and hit that like and subscribe button, and turn on notifications so you'll get the latest videos as we get them posted.